Everyone loves Mario Kart, but every time I play it with friends, this happens.
You only won because your card was way better.
But we used the same card this time.
Doesn't matter, it's unfair.
Okay, you know what? Give me like 1 week and I'm gonna make Mario Kart without cards.
Okay.
So I only have 1 week to make this game. I have two options. Either I make a mod for Mario Kart 8 or I make a new game from scratch. I'm used to making games from scratch, so it can't be that hard, right? I only need to create a map, a player, bots, items and add multiplayer. I've never made a multiplayer game before, but that should be a piece of cake for someone like me. Mario Kart maps are extremely detailed, with lots of shortcuts, obstacles and variety. And I won't do any of that. I mean, I only have 2 weeks left, so I decided to remake the simplest map, Baby Park. I hopped into Blender, procrastinated for a day, and here's the final map. I added a basic player controller and now you can move around and, well, race. Yeah, that's terrible. I need something better, so I googled how to recreate the actual kart controller from Mario Kart. Thank you, Mix and Jar. And shop, I have a working kart controller. Apparently the kart controller in Mario Kart is just a sphere that you control. I just copied the project over and tweaked some values. Yeah, that already feels a lot better. Vroom. Well, now it's time to remove the card and replace it with a player. I borrowed this Mario model, added some animations, and what? Mario, what's happening to your shoes? It looks like you stepped into a giant pile of chewing gum. To fix that, I opened the model in Blender, grabbed the child bones and repainted them, so they look okay again. Now I could remove the card model and replace it with a running Mario. Yeah, of course humans can drift. See, here's a picture of Usain Bolt drifting. But drifting completely alone is boring, so I need some friends, and with friends I mean bots. The bots in Mario Kart are extremely smart, and even skilled players can sometimes lose to them, but they are also fair for less skilled players. And for a change, I actually don't have to Google anything, because I'm an electrical engineer with focus in robotics, which is surprisingly useful in game development. For example, here's a drone I programmed that follows a path. These types of robots often use something called a PID controller, which dynamically adjusts the bots to reach their goal. And that's exactly what I need for a racing bot. In a nutshell, the PID controller controls rotation, total error and acceleration in our case. So for the P part, I simply adjust the angle based on the direction to the next checkpoints I set. Oh, honestly, this works a lot better than I expected. And as a famous engineer once said, if the 5000 polygon toothbrush is not broken, don't fix it. So yeah, you can forget the rest of the PID controller thing. Lastly, I gave the bot the ability drift, and it's even faster now. But sometimes I'm a bit suicidal. I've also added your current placement in the race and checkpoints that you need to pass, so you can't cheat by going through the golden circles. Now, one bot alone is a bit boring, so I added 100 of them. Now let's see who's the best racist. 3, 2, 1, go! I can't even go right, they're all the way. It looked like fireworks. Wait, why are they flying? They shouldn't be able to do that. They're still not good enough to beat me. But it's a bit boring without items. The most iconic thing about Mario Kart are the items. Except the coin, nobody likes that one. Every item from the mushrooms to the blue shells are just awesome. Depending on what place you're right now, I guess. So I started modeling the most iconic Mario Kart item, a gun. It's a time you become a number 2, Mario. Of course I also had to add the boost mushrooms. Whee! And lastly I wanted to add bananas. But what rhymes with bananas? Exactly, bombanas. So I added bombs, and if you drive into them, you go boom. In my last video I asked you guys what I should add to the game. Let's see what you wrote. Add breeding, add cancer, add Hypnotoad from Futurama. That one I can actually do. Hypnotoad is basically this frog that does this. I redrew him for copyright reasons, and if you run into him on the track, you just slow down. The next suggestion was to add passive-aggressive messages to the game, like "Ooh, so bad at games." So I also did that. Oof. Now when you run into an item or fall down the map, this is played. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. And the final idea. And we quote, boom, fire, when you die. This is a reference to my last video. Check it out if you haven't seen that. Now, when you die, you also explode with the quote, boom, fire. Originally I wanted to add way more items, but the next points took way too long. Multiplayer can't be that hard, right? Wrong. As it turns out, the internet is not instant, so you need to look into the future to predict what everyone does. Otherwise it might look like this if you have a bad ping. Well, for me, I can't predict the future. Luckily, I used this method called fishnet, which apparently can. For games at least. It didn't do so well in the casino when I tried it. But the problem is that there was only one guy that did tutorials about it, and I also didn't really understand the documentation. So, due to my sheer lack of skills, it's a bit buggy. Okay, the game is in a somewhat playable state now, and I actually took 2 weeks, but let's see who's the better one now. Hey, are you ready to lose again?
Okay, looking good. Ah, it's like Baby Park.
3, 2, 1.
Go. I was running. Oh god.
What place are you?
In 12th place. I'm 13. No. I'm not drifting, I'm flying. I think only the owner of the game can drift.
Wait, you can't drift?
No. That's what I mean, it's unfair. It's like...
No, it's not unfair, you're just bad.
The running animation is great. One more round, one more. Hey,
3, 2, 1, go!
Go! Yeah, what's up now? What is happening?
Where are you? Ah, yeah.
So much.
Hi! Boink!
Have you drawn everything yourself?
Yeah.
Except like the Mario statue?
Yeah, I drew everything myself. I don't want to get sued.
Well, you have a big Mario running.
Shh.
I like the running animations. It's like, as soon as you press the mushroom, you're like running so funny with your little legs. It's awesome. Just imagine like Bowser with little legs.
So, multiplayer does not work perfectly at the moment, but I've put the link for the game in the description and only enabled the single player mode. I'm sorry. I also obviously needed to replace the 3D models because I don't want to get sued by Nintendo. See you in the next video. Bye!